Hi crypto fans, welcome to CCS Cryptocurrency State. My name is Santiago, I'm a web developer and investor, and in today's video we are going to do a price prediction of Bitcoin top and why I say that Bitcoin top will be in 2025. I will give you the exact dates possible according to a big analysis that I did based on the 50 and the 100 moving average theory crypto analysis on weekly candles for Bitcoin. And also is related to the different halvings that we had in the previous bull runs and how that interact with these moving averages. I'm 100% sure that you never saw the theory, no YouTuber talk about this. We always talk about the 200 weekly moving average as support, but never about this theory of the 50 and 100 predicting the future and the bottom also for Bitcoin in the crypto space. So let's go to my theory in this video. Before we begin, like the video, subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and without anything else, let's go into it. Hey guys, well, you're seeing the BLX chart. This is the historical chart for Bitcoin. This is from 2012, you can see here, even 2011 here. This is weekly candles. We have the 50, the 100 and 200 moving averages. The green one is the 200, like you always see in many YouTubers, and me included, acted as support on all the bear markets. And in this one we went below, but we are already 3 candles above as support, so it's super interesting to see. But right now I just want to focus on the red line and the yellow line, which are the 50 moving average, the red one, and the 100 moving average in the yellow one. What I want to analyze here and show you is what happens when the 50 cross bearish the 100. So this is always because we are in a downtrend, like in this bear market after this top peak. The same happened here after the bull run peak. We have this bear market, and that is when we have our second example here, a cross from the 50 to the 100. And then what will happen in the reverse order when we turn bullish when the 50 crosses above the 100. Why is this? Because we are almost near to cross the 50 to the 100. This is probably inevitable. In order to avoid that, Bitcoin needs to go above $50,000 to this, really make a curve here and go up. So this will cross for sure. So in this video we are going to analyze that theory and also why this is related to the halvings. So that will give us 2 dates exactly when the Bitcoin top could be in 2025. So this video is really important. You pay attention and see it until the end, because no YouTuber, I can guarantee that, has been talking about that before. If you find the theory in any other video, I will give you 1 Ethereum. So you can post that in the comment section. If you find any other video talking about the same theory here, I will give you 1 Ethereum. So post your comment if you have a link from another YouTuber talking about this. So the thing is that we are going to analyze the time frame of the 50 and 100 moving averages. We have 2 previous examples of this, and we are talking about when the 50 crosses down the 100, means that we already hit the bottom of the bear market. That is one of the biggest questions that we have right now. When is the bottom? People is expecting $10,000 Bitcoin because all the global economic situation. And I wanted to tell you that almost always the market already reacted to all those newses before they happen. So from my perspective, we already hit the bottom, but you can see here in the chart, when the red one crosses down the yellow one, you can see that in the bear market, the bottom was already here on January 2015 in this bear market. And the second time was the same. We crossed it here in February 2019 and the bottom was already there. The Corona dump in this chart, it will not significant too much because we didn't cross it here. Didn't affect so much because it was so quick the recovery. So in this case, we didn't have those crosses. So this was the second example here, and we are about to do here the cross down. So that will mean that the bottom was already here at $17,000 according to this theory and this chart. So the first answer is yes, the bottom was already here according to this theory. So how much time took us to start the bull run after we hit this cross? So if you measure from here to here, you will see we are in a weekly chart, so you can see this is 392 days, so it was more than a year. And here in the second case was 294 days approximately, actually 280. So first case 392 days, second case 280 days. So we are very near here to cross. So usually after that cross, these are the time frames until we start the real recovery and a real bull run again. So that is super great to know, because you will know exactly when the bear market ended. So in our current case, we could have an average of 336 days since we crossed. So that is the average of these two cases. And that will put us around the 14th of August of 2023. So almost in 1 year, we are going probably to have this clear sign that we are in the best part of a bull run. That doesn't mean that we are not recovering. You can see here when we cross it bullish here, we wasn't anymore in this bear market that we were here. We were already recovering in price action here at 444. And the same was here. We were actually at $7,000. The bear market here was at $3,000. So that could make us point here that we maybe at that point it will be around $40,000 on terms of price action for August 2023. So follow me until that. The cross is approximately to happen the 12th of September. We already have a couple of weeks here in order to cross here. So since the 12th of September 2022, if you add these 336 days, you will get this date. Now that you know when it's going to start the next bull run, according with this 50 and 100 moving average theory, let's say then when we start the bull run, we hit the next peak of the bull run. That is very important because we want to sell in the top, buy low and sell high. So if we measure from the cross to the top of this bull run, we can see that was 581 days from 2016 to 2017 there. And if we measure here from the current top that we have, it was around 700 days. So this is from the starting of the cross. I'm starting to be bullish. In the first bull run, it was 574 days. The second one, 700 days. So if we make an average of that, we can say that the average is 637 days since we crossed bullish until the peak of the next bull run. So that will mean that we are now crossing bearish. Then we need to wait this amount of days that I mentioned here, 336. Of course, this is an average. And from there, then we have another average to the next peak of the bull run. So if we do all that math, that means that the current case, it will be an average of 637 days since we cross bullish until the peak of the next bull run. That will put us around the 12th of May of 2025, since the cross is the 14th of August approximately. So let me put that in red here. So according to this theory, the next peak of the bull run, it will be the 12th of May of 2025. We are right now in August 2022. That gives you a little less than 3 years. Knowing this is actually super great news, guys. You need to see it that way. In 3 years, you actually could get $1 million in your investment in crypto. You need to make right decisions right now. This is the bear market. This is the time to buy. No matter how high are the high rates, the inflation, the war, Taiwan, China, Russia, anything, doesn't matter anything. No conflicts in the world will change what the charts are saying. So right now is a very good time to invest. I am not a financial advisor. This is only my opinion. But I already have this experience buying low in a bear market and selling in the top of a bull run. And that is how you make really good money. So guys, this is a very good moment in the crypto space. If you are liking this video so far, please click here down the icon of the channel, so you can subscribe to the channel directly, clicking just there. That will help us a lot and will give you all my updates for crypto and all the projects and Bitcoin analysis. So guys, our first date is 12th of May 2025 according to the 50 and 100 moving average theory. And what happened with the different halvings here? Because we have been having already 3 halvings and we are going to have a 4th one in 2024. Many people was already talking about that, and how that coincide, because usually after halving is really a nice moment that maybe in 1 year, a little more, we have been reaching the peaks of the bull runs. So the next halving is approximately the 4th of May on 2024. So we are actually 2 years apart. So this coincides nicely with this prediction of the peak of the May of 2025. That is really, really nice that the analysis of these moving averages coincide also with the theory of the halving. But if we just take the theory of the halving itself, it's a little different, even if it coincides with 2025. So the first halving was in November 2012, and the peak and the top of the bull run was 378 after that. So if we check here November 2012, and we see here the top, 385 days, almost that, a little less. So this was the top of the bull run here after the halving. And in the other cases, in 2016 of July, we have the second halving, and after 525 days was the bull run top of 2017. And now the last one, we have the halving of 2020 in May, if you remember that, after the Corona dump. And after 546 days, we have the top of the bull run at $70,000 for Bitcoin. So you can see here a pattern, and the average of that is 483 days. So our next halving is approximately the 4th of May 2024, almost 1 year before that. And if we take this average of days, that will put us that the bull run top, according to the halving theory, it will be the 1st of September of 2025. We are seeing here a possible 12th of May 2025, according to the moving average theory, and according with the halving itself theory, we are seeing that probably it could be at September of 2025. So those are the two dates that we have. But if you also see a pattern here, you can see that after each halving, it's taking a little more days to get the top of the bull run. The difference between here and here was actually really big. And from the second halving to the third halving, it's not that big, almost 20 days. But you can see the pattern that takes a little more time. Instead of consider the average here, I probably would say that will take us a little more of 550 days. So instead of say that September 2025, this could mean that maybe the top of the next bull run is in actually December 2025 at the end of 2025. Whatever the reason here and the theory that you want to use here, it's clear that 2025 coincides with many theories of when the next bull run top it will be. So this is super important to understand, and like I mentioned before, this is a great analysis if you think, well, it's still 3 years apart from there, more than 3 years, that will have passed really quick, and this is the moment when you need to invest. And of course, these are analysis theories, and we are using average data from this, but everything is based on real data here on the charts. I am not inventing anything. You can go and take the same conclusions than me if you measure all these mathematical things. So guys, that is all for this video. This is my theory of the 50 and 100 moving average Bitcoin on the weekly chart, and also how the halvings relate with that, giving us a real close date on 2025. In the same year, both theories are according that the Bitcoin top bull run it will be. So consider this closely and keep your eye on the different crosses of the 50 and 100, not only with the 200 and the support here. The 50 and 100 also predicted many things here. And remember, the top, according with this theory, the bottom of the bear market already happened here in this case, and here in this case. So if we have the cross in September, that will mean that the bottom was already $17,000 for Bitcoin. Guys, that is all for the video. Remember, you have here below my image an icon of the channel, so you can click that in order to be subscribed. And please subscribe to the channel, click the bell to get the notifications, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.